chapter 8, talk between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramanand Rai, verse number starting 217. Right, Prabhuji? You last finished 216. Thank you, Prabhuji. So we will start. If you have mobile, you can pull that on a mobile. 217 we will start today. So before we start, I will give you little context of this, and then we'll start that, or we'll read this, and then I'll give the context, and then we'll do the discussion. So don't have board. So you can repeat if you are having on the mobile. निजेंद्रिय सुख हेतु कर्मेरा तत्पर्य कृष्ण सुख तात्पर्य गोपी भाव भर्य. लेट्स डू वन बाय वन लाइन. निजेंद्रिय सुख हेतु कर्मेरा तत्पर्य कृष्ण सुख तात्पर्य गोपी भाव भर्य. It's Madhya Lila, chapter 8, verse number 217. CC Madhya 8.217. Word-to-word translation. Nijendriya of one's own senses, sukha of happiness, hetu of the region, kamera of lusty desire, tatparya intention, Krishna of Krishna, sukha the happiness, tatparya intention, gopi bhava varya the foremost mood of gopis. And the translation by His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lusty desires are experienced when one is concerned with his own personal lusty desire are experienced when one is concerned with his own personal sense gratification. The mood of gopis is not like that. Their only desire is to satisfy the sense of Krishna. We'll read the next verse also. Nijendriya sukha vancha nahi gopikara Krishna sukha dite kare sangama bihara. So we can read this in different meters. We have meters like Nijendriya sukha vancha nahi gopikara. Krishna, please repeat. Nijendriya sukha vancha nahi gopikara. Krishna sukha dite kare sangama bihara. Bihara. We'll do the translation only. Among the gopis, there is not a pinch of desire for sense gratification. Their only desire is to give pleasure to Krishna, and in this way, they mingle with him and enjoy him. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, the context of this discussion is between the Ramanand Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we get little, intro of the Chaitanya Charitamrit, so this is the pastime of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 48 years of pastime. So Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, Anta Lila. Adi Lila from childhood, from birth, age of 0 till 24. So that covers the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, birth of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then sanskara of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then the teachings, means the education he got, grammars, and Ajanimai, the expert in the grammar. So those all things in the Adi Lila. Then Madhya Lila starts from 24 to age of 30. So that is the Madhya Lila we are covering. So age of 24 to 30. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was appeared in the 1486. From 1486 to 1534, these 48 years of discussion we have. So 24 years to 30 years, that is the Madhya Lila. We are going to cover the bit when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu moving to the South India, when he is starting to the South India. So that discussion. So that will be covering today. And then Anta Lila is there from 30 years to the 48 years, that part. So when coming to the Madhya Lila, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after converting Sambhav Bhattacharya. Sambhav Bhattacharya, we know that he is the very, very scholars in the Grantha and all, but he is not personally related to the Krishna. He doesn't know the form of the Krishna. Like the form of the Krishna, personal relationship, he is not having, So if do we know the form of the Krishna, how it is? We see that Krishna form, right? So Sukadeva Goswami describes Varaha Pidam Natavar Bapu Karnayor Karnikaram Vibrad Vasah Kanak Kapisam Vajayanti Chamalam Randran Benu Adhar Sudaya Purayan Gopa Brinde Brindaranya Sapadramanam Pravisad Gopa Kirti. So that is the form of the Krishna. Varaha Pidam. Krishna always wears the peacock feather. Right? Krishna always wears the peacock feather. Without peacock feather we cannot see Krishna. Right? Varaha. Varaha means peacock feather. Varaha Pidam, not our Bapu. Krishna always means Trivang form, the bending form. You won't see a straight. Right? Varaha Pidam, not our Bapu, Karne or Karnikaram. In the ear, Krishna always wear the earring. And when the earring shakes, so it looks so beautiful, So Karne or Karnikaram. Bibrad Vasa Kanak Kapisam. Krishna wear the dress. Oh, today exactly matching. What is that? Not exactly, but yes. That is Bibrad Vasa, golden color. Bibrad Vasa Kanak Kapisam. Kanak, like Kanak. Kanak Kapisam Vajayanti Chamala. Always Krishna wear the Vajayanti Mala. That is the 5 mixed flower of the Vrindavan. No matter where from it is coming, it is the perverted replication of the Vrindavan only. So Bibrad Vasa Kanak Kapisam Vajayanti Chamalam Randran Benu. Krishna always takes the flute. He is having the flute. By flute he flute in such a way that all the cows can come by hearing the flute only. Bibrad Vasa Kanak Kapisam Vajayanti Chamalam Randran Benu. In the Benu, that is the flute, there is the whole Randran Benu Adhar Sudaya. When he keeps on the Adhar means the lips, Adhar Sudaya, Purayan Gopa Brinde, all the Gopa and Gopi, when the sound comes from the flute, they start dancing and enjoying, and they, Purayan Gopa Brinde, Brinda Ranya Sapadramanam Pravisad Gope Kriti. Their Kriti, that means that they start dancing and everything, like just now Prabhu was saying, so we started dancing and all, right? So that's give the pleasure when we listen that. So Krishna flute, you can understand when Krishna plays how it is melodious. So we are discussing about Krishna Leela that was in the Dwapar Leela, that we are talking about Chaitanya Leela, when Krishna appeared in the form of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So that's the Madhya Leela, and Anta Leela, that is the 30 age of 30 to the, that is 44. So in the Madhya Leela, this discussion, what we are going to discuss about the talk between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Raya only. So who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? As we told, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. In the Kali Yuga, Jai Sri Radha Kala Chandji ki Jai. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Krishna himself. And who is Ramananda Raya? Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So, Ramananda Raya is the Visakha Sakhi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes in the form of the Krishna and Radharani. So, he is in the Radharani bhav. And Ramananda Raya is in the form of bhav of the Visakha Sakhi. So, when two intimate friends meet, you can understand what will be the relations or bhav between them. What will be emotions, what will be, like the way to embarrass them, So that was, but the problem is, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started moving from Jagannath Puri to South India, there is the, bigger pastime in the Puri itself, that we will not cover, that will take much time. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is moving to the South India, Pratap Rudra has told, like, since you have not given association to me, at least go and meet my, like, one of my servant and one of my employees there, he's Ramananda Raya. If you desire, you can meet him. So on his request, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows who is Ramananda Raya, says Ramananda Raya is the Visakha Sakhi only. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and going to meet, so Brahmanas are thinking, oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya is the sannyasi. He's by birth Brahmana, and we all are the Brahmana. How he can meet with Ramananda Raya, who is Sudra? On that time, casteism was so propagated. Jai Sri Radha Kala Chandji Bhagwan ki Jai. It was so propagated that there is very, very gap between, like Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaisyas, Sudras, and all. So Sudra, Ramananda Raya is the lowest caste, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the highest caste. The similar situation, if you remember, that happened, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when visited to the Kasi, then Prakashanand Saraswati created problem, like, what kind of you are sannyasi? You are just dancing and singing? Is that the character of the sannyasi? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu what told? Everybody knows that? I am full. I do not know Shastra. My guru told, you are full. You can only chant the Mahamantra. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. So you can only chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Same replications. These South Indian Brahmanas are saying that, oh, Chaitanya, you are Brahmana. How you can meet with Ramananda Raya? He is Sudra. You cannot meet, you will destroy what we have, the status, level of a status as a Brahmana. So they were by caste, they were thinking like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is knowing that Ramananda Raya is the Visakha Sakhi only. So he's going and embracing. Oh, hi, what you are doing, Chaitanya? This is not the... Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami beautifully describing, Ami ek batul, tume dusre batul. Please repeat. Ami ek batul, tumi dusre batul. Ami tume mile, to bane samatul. Ami ek batul. Me, Ami means मैं, batul means madman. I am one madman. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, I am one madman. What? Why? Really Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a madman. Why? Because he is drinking the nectar, full of the nectar. And those who drink the nectar in the ecstasy, that is spiritual ecstasy, madman. No, that's what chanting, dancing only. Ami eke batul, tume dusre batul. Ramanand Rai, you are another madman. Why? You are also drinking the nectar. Tume dusre batul. Ami tume mile. When we are embarrassing, Ami tume mile, to bane samatul. Then we are making the balance. So when you see that, the materially, two drinkers, like both are so enjoying, like that, what? In ignorance. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramanand Rai, they are embracing themselves, they are enjoying in the ecstasy of the love of the Krishna. So it is mentioned in the beginning of the 8th chapter, this discussion between the Ramanand Rai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, only can understand those who are the bhava of the gopi. But we are sadhaka, we are sadhaka. So on the process of the devotional service, we can listen, we can understand, we can read, and in that way, the time will come, we'll be at that level. So, Ami eke batul tume dusre batul, Ami tume mile to bane samtul. So they are meeting there. So now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meet against the suggestion of the Brahmana. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, O Ramanand Rai, now tell about Krishna. Why he is asking? Because he had to prove that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always correct. You know that? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, break that, saying that this is incorrect, then make it correct, then make it incorrect, make it correct. In the Adi Leela, that discussions and all are there. So now he is asking, Ramanand Rai, please tell us about the Krishna pastimes. So Ramanand Rai is just having these all things he is telling about the prema level. Krishna prema padayate, Krishna chaitanya namane gaurate sanamaha. So prema level, that if you see that the 9 stages, we have that, the stages. One we have the process, one we have the stages. In the last stage is in the Bhakti Lakta bridge, you will see that the prema. So Ramanand Rai is giving this talk, and in the talk he is saying that direct association with the Krishna is not that much of, give the pleasure if somebody will associate with through the devotees. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving chance to the, like gopis, Radharani is giving chance to the gopis, go and serve Krishna. In that way, Radharani is getting pleasure, as Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is mentioned here, 10 million times more as she can directly serve to the Krishna. Similarly, gopis are serving to the Radharani and they are experiencing 10 million times more as compared to directly she can serve to the Krishna. So that's the lesson we have, that we have to always go through the parampara. We have to serve through the parampara. We serve to our Guru, Param Guru, then and mercy also comes by that only. There is no shortcut. We cannot directly, there is no jump over. We cannot directly serve to the Krishna, and we cannot get directly mercy to the Krishna. So that's what the serving, whatever the offering we do, it goes through parampara, Guru, Param Guru, and that way. And same way, mercy also comes through the parampara, and then we receive the mercy. So in this verse, further moving forward, there is the discussion going on in that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is hearing everything. So Ramanand Rai is saying that, Mahaprabhu, what I can speak? No, you are only the speaker and you are only the listener. How? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu He's saying that how? So Ramananda Raj is saying that you said in the Bhagavad Gita 15.15. What is that? Sarvasya chaham hirdisana visto matah smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedascha sarvaire ahameva vedyo vedanta krita veda vidaiva chaham sarvasya chaham hirdisana visto matah smriti jnanam apohanam. Whatever the knowledge, forgetfulness, intelligence is there, that is all. Ramananda Raya is saying that all is coming from you only. So I am just instrument. I am just telling that whatever you are saying me to tell. So you are the speaker and you are the listener. I am just the instrument. Arjuna is also saying that, what he is saying that, Nimitta matra bhava sabya sachi. Krishna is saying that just become instrument. I have already manifested everything, I have earned everything. Just you have to take the credit. Similarly, we have the lesson, like we have to just become the medium to serve Krishna. Krishna has arranged everything for us. So Ramananda Raya started telling about the Gopi Bhav. Gopi Bhav is so, like level on the prema, so that only one can understand, one can reach at that level, So, Adau Sradha, Tatha Sadhu Sangha, Yatha Bhajana Kriya, Tataha Anarth Nibriti Syat, Tataha Nishta, Tataha Ruchi, Tataha Asakti, Tataha Bhava, Tataha Prema Abhidrichate. So, this at the Bhava level. So, this is the 9 stages in the Bhakti like the bridge. So these are the stages. Shraddha. First we have to have Shraddha, little faith. Based upon that we start coming to the temple, reading that and listening that, everything. Adau Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha. We associate with the devotees. So by associating with the devotee, at least we see like what are the appearance, devotees having tilak. What is the meaning of the tilak? That is the symbol representing Krishna. We are the associate of Krishna. We are friend of Krishna. We are devotee of the Krishna. So, Adau Sraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha Yatha Bhajana Kriya. Then we do the chanting and singing, dancing. Yatha Bhajana Kriya Tataha Anarth Nivriti Syat. Then, whatever problems we have, troubles we have, difficulty we have, anartha we have, that, offenses we have, those slowly goes up. Tataha anarth nivriti syat. That is the very broad level, bigger level. After that, very smooth, one can go to the bhava level. So tataha anarth nivriti syat, tataha nishtha, it become intense. Tataha nishtha, tataha ruchi, we start getting so interest because without chanting, without kirtan, without seeing darshan of the Krishna, we cannot live at all. A single moment, a single day. Tataha nishta, tataha ruchi, tataha asakti. So intense, like Prabhupada says, when we have sugar cane, then we get the sugar cane juice, then we heat up, then it become mellow. So sugar cane juice is the, that it won't be that much of sweeter, it will be sweet, then mellow, sweeter, and then it become candy, sweetest, right? So, tataha asakti, tataha bhava, tataha prema abhidanchate. So, this is the bhava level, and Ramananda Rai is saying about the Gopi bhava to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself empowered. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself empowered to the Ramananda Rai, and Ramananda Rai is speaking about that. So in this verse, if you see that it is told about the gopis, almost amongst the gopis, there is not a pinch of desire of sense gratification. Their only desire is to give pleasure to Krishna, and in this way, they mingle with him and enjoy him. And previous verse, the lusty desire are experienced when one is concerned with his own personal sense gratification. the mood of the gopis is not like that. They only desire to satisfy the sense of Krishna. So Rupa Goswami, this is the bhav of the, Rupanuga level. So Rupanuga level. So Rupa Goswami is saying that in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the first verse itself, that is exactly matching, what he's saying. Anya bhilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anabhritam anukulenu krishnanu silanam bhakti uttama. So this is the uttama level of bhakti, discussion about the gopi bhav, So anya abhilasita sunyam. There should not be tinge. Prabhupada mentions a tinge of desire. So gopis were not having tinge of the sense gratification. Anya abhilasita sunyam. There should not be any anya, means any other desire other than Krishna. Yena kena prakarena manaha Krishna nisevate. So by all the means, only to remember Krishna. Anya abhilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anabhritam. So jnana karmadi anabhritam, anything other than means dharma, artha, kama, moksha, these desires should not be there. Getting that liberation, getting that money, getting that opulence, getting that good, beautiful women, getting that, this kind of desire. Anya abhilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anabhritam anukulenu krishnanu. Whatever the devotional service we do, it should be anukul to the Krishna. That is the whatever favorable to the Krishna, that we should adopt. Whatever unfavorable to the Krishna, that we should discard. Anukulenu krishnanu silanam bhakti uttama. In that way, we get that the uttama bhakti. So there are different level of the bhakti. That is the first class, second class, third class, Prabhupada says. So uttama level, madhyama level, and kanishta level. Kanishta is the third class, and madhyama level, that is the second class, and uttama level. So in that way, if you see that there are many discussions going on in that way, and Ramanand Rai keep on explaining about how Krishna is separated from Vrindavan to he's going to the Mathura. So as per the actuality, Krishna never separated from Vrindavan. Krishna is always there in the Vrindavan. One form of the Krishna is always there in the Vrindavan. So when Akrura came and took Krishna on the order of the Kansa, and when he is going to the Krishna is going to the Vrindavan, then gopis are expressing these all bhava, how love in the separation, love in the separation. So then Krishna has sent messenger, his cousin brother Uddhava, to console them, console the gopis. So to console the gopis, saying that Uddhava is the disciple of the Brihaspati Dev. Brihaspati Dev, who is the expert in all the shastras. So Uddhava is also having expertise in all the shastra. He thought of he will go and console the gopis, why you all are, crying, Krishna will come, why you are crying? So it become just opposite, the gopis, by seeing the separation, love in separation, Uddhava himself got, lesson from them, how he can, be in love with Krishna. And then further he is asking, gopis, if you can give the dust, your dust, feet of the dust, I can keep on my head. But he is not having dare to ask them. So he is praying, if I can become at least grass or creeper in the Vrindavan, so that when gopis will be running, so at least they will stamp on my head, and that way I can get the dust of the Vrindavan. That's what, when we go to Vrindavan, we should always we should try always to walk barefoot, so that at least we can touch the dust, maximum we can touch the dust. If you don't believe, if you go to the Govardhan Parikrama, if you start from Dan Ghati, last month I was there. So if you start from Dan Ghati, and if you are moving forward to Anyor, so there is the dust, those dust are so soft, it's kind of so soft that even though you cannot even imagine, like it, and there is a pastime behind that. The cows are thinking like, oh, Krishna is just running in this forest, Vrindavan forest, and Krishna's feet are getting distorted and it's getting problem. It maybe so cows are just stamping on that, making that the mud and everything that so soft that still that softness we can feel. So when we walk there, we feel that softness. We never experience like tiredness at all. Even though if you are tired, the tiredness will go off. That we exactly experience there by walking. See, by living here in US, we are having practice of comfort level, So 1 kilometer walking with the even like with the comfortable shoes and slipper, we cannot even walk 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers. We can, right? We cannot here. But going there, seeing others, seeing is believing. Others, what they are doing at one place, 1,008 times, they are doing Dandavat, then next step. So we also saw husband is measuring his size and wife is measuring her size. In that way, they are, like doing the parikrama. By seeing that, we are saying like, we are nothing, we are not doing anything. Even by barefoot, we are, zero in front of them. So we get automatic encouragement by ourselves, like we get the energy. And by that energy, when we are walking, so I started walking from Danaghati. It's 21 kilometers, almost 23 kilometers altogether. Till Radhakund, barefoot I walked almost 21 kilometers, 20 kilometers. And I had not practiced even to walk barefoot half kilometer, 1 kilometer, and 2 kilometers here. I walked there for 21 kilometers. So means, and so it's so hot. So meaning is, in Vrindavan, the dust we are talking about, Uddhava is asking, oh Gopis, if you can give your dust, I can keep on my head. So even he's not having dare to ask, then he's desiring if I can become reaper in this Vrindavan, so that when Gopis will be, running for the Krishnas, because they are in separation with Krishna, so they will rest on my head. Even if you know that there are several pastimes that devotees are even praying to become the creepers in the Vrindavan, stone in the Vrindavan, and also that because Krishna is always there. In the Nidhivan pastimes, that Nidhivan Krishna always, we can see there, he comes for the Ras Leela and all every day. It happens. So we can, in the morning, we can see the evidence and all. So that's what in the 64 limbs of bhakti, 9 limbs of bhakti, 5 limbs of bhakti, everywhere, that Mahima of the Dham. This is the Dham itself. Tirtha Kruvanti Tirthani. So wherever the devotees are there, that is the Dham itself. So the Panchang Bhakti, there also there is the Dham, Mathura Vas, Sri Murtira Sevan. So we have to come to the temple every day, and we should practice our sadhana in the association, as we discussed about. This is the bhava level discussion going on. So whatever stage we are in, Adau Sraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha Yatha Bhajan Kriya Tataha Narth Nibrit Sat Tataha Nishta Tataha Ruchi Tataha Sakti Tataha Prema Vidunchate, Bhava and Prema Vidunchate. So even though we are in the stage of the anartha level, major and major, we are struggling there. Once anartha label is clear, offenses and all are clear, we do chanting and all. We do chanting 16 rounds, 32 rounds, 64 rounds. At the same time, we do offenses. So Prabhupada always mentioned, like, when we are diseased, going to the doctor gives prescription. And same time, doctor says, like, you should not eat these all things. You have cholesterol, you have a sugar, cut the sugar. Don't eat the sugar. Cholesterol, you have to cut the oil, fried things. You have to stop eating. So until we follow don'ts, whatever the pills we are eating, whatever prescription, whatever medicine we are eating, there will be no effect of that. So to reach at the bhava level, to understand that whether this is the sense gratification or this is that love of the Krishna. So the next verse will be discussed, and I don't want to cover in that. Even gopis are praying to Krishna, oh Krishna, your feet will be so hard, you are keeping on the stones and on the earth, on the soil, so it will be pinching to your feet. You put on our like breast, so that will be comfortable, and you won't feel that hardness kind of. And they are saying that will be too hard, even though that so that label you can understand, the gopis are requesting in that way. If we, material sense, if we read that and hear that, what a stupid discussion is, like, can somebody say, like, put the leg on our wrist? Is that any sense, making sense? No, but it is at the bhav level. One can only understand at the bhav level. So that's what we have to practice as a sadhaka, and we have to reach that level. So let's chant, keep chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we'll stop the discussion for today. If there are any thing going top of the mind from the today's or from the previous, or anything you want to comment or any corrections, so you are most welcome. Each. Hare Krishna Mataji. We have can you get mic? 1 second. Because YouTube audience will be there online, so.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the class. A lot of really nice points. I really appreciate it. I don't want to take too long with this question, but you were talking in the beginning about how others were criticizing Mahaprabhu for associating with Ramananda Roy because he was a Shudra.
Right.
And that they were still on this consciousness of the caste system. So I was reading, but Varnashram Dharma is Krishna's divine system, so we can see it's in relation to Krishna. And I was reading Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that our karmic, like the activities we perform, can really only be offered to Krishna if they're in alignment with Varnashram. So how do we have this balanced outlook of Varnashram Dharma without basing it on the caste system? Like, what are your thoughts on maintaining the proper consciousness of the system in relation to Krishna?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mataji. It is a really wonderful question, and which is related to our day-to-day and practical life. So again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Naham Vipro, Nachanarpati, Naham Vaiso, Nasudaro, Naham Varni, Nachagripatir, Ya Banasti Yatirva, Gopir Bhartu, Padakamalayur, Das Dasanudas. So Naham Vipro. Vipro means I'm not a Brahmana. Naham Vipro, Nachanarpati. I'm not a Kshatriya. I'm not a Brahmana. Narpatir. Narpatir means the controller of the people. So Naham Vipro, Nachanarpati. Naham Vipro, Nachanarpati. Naham Vaisyo Nasudaro. I'm not a Vaisya. I'm not a Sudra. I'm not a Brahmana. I'm not a Kshatriya. I'm not a Vaisya. I'm not a Sudra. What? Naham Vipro Nachanarpati, Naham Vaso na Sudro, Naham Burni. I'm not a brahmachari. Naham Burni, Nachagripatir. Nachagripatir. Oh, no. Naham Vipro Nachanarpati, Naham Vaso na Sudro, Naham Burni, Nachagirpati, Ya Banasya. We are mixing. Anyway. So the other four also, I'm not a brahmachari, I'm not a grihastha, I'm not a banaprasthi, I'm not a sannyasi. So meaning here is, as you asked, like in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is said like we have to come at the level of the our constitutional level, like what varna we are, and then we can act accordingly. So in the Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says, like you have to like Krishna, means Krishna is saying, Arjuna, you have to act as a Kshatriya. You have to act, you are a Kshatriya. You have to act as a Kshatriya. Then, otherwise you cannot kill the other people, because Krishna has arranged these all things in the war, right? So we have to identify ourselves, like we will not have to go birth system level, but we have to ourselves identify what level we are in this varna so that we can act accordingly. Suppose somebody is good in cooking. So we can say he's Vaisya, he or she is at Vaisya level. He or she can manage very well, cooking kind of, business kind of, and Govinda restaurant kind of, and serving to the Lord in the cooking way. Somebody is good in the garland. Somebody is good at the, like the Archa Vigraha, so Brahmana level. So we have to do overall everything, but our nature, constitutional position we have to think of, and based upon that we have to act. Then we can perfect ourselves, because in everything we cannot perfect. Everything we cannot perfect. So we have to be perfection in any of the one field, and rest other field will be supporting. All the sadhana, like we have Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Madanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma, Nivedanam, right? So in all, there will be, you will see that perfection, the perfection of the devotees in the different section. Only one perfection that is having, that Amrish Maharaj is perfected in all, So we have to perfect ourselves in any of the, depending upon our constitutional level, and based upon that we can become expertise in that. Hope it helps, Mataji. Hare Krishna. You're good? Okay. Will you have? Okay.
Prabhu, so the verses today were describing the mood of the gopis, and you gave many examples what their mood is in Vrindavan, just serving Krishna without any desire. And that is the highest mood in our philosophy also. Like in the morning when we chant Tulsi prayers, the same mood is asked, that I may serve Krishna in Vrindavan in that way, serve the gopis. But sometimes this mood becomes, it's kind of little superficial for us at this stage, and we are not able to, because we are dealing with our own anarthas at this point, so we're not able to really very meaningfully be on that level or even aspire for that level. So what can we do to be kind of balance both things, our own responsibilities and anarthas here by
Yeah, so as we discussed, and as I mentioned, like we are at the sadhaka level, so we are practitioner, we are practicing. So practicing at the good practice, we can progress in that. So we have to, at least whatever the basic things are mentioned, A, B, C, D, association, book reading, chanting, and diet and devotional service. So that we have to keep doing. 4 regulative principles we have. And we have to ourselves, we can measure, like how much progress we are doing. So in that way, we have to keep doing our practice. There is no shortcut, like we mentioned, like there is no jump over, directly we can serve Krishna. So in this also, Radharani is, making gopis to serve Krishna. By that, Radharani is experiencing 10 million times more pleasure than directly serving to the Krishna. Radharani directly served to the Krishna, but she is involving the gopis, go and serve to the Krishna. By that way, so that's what, if you see, notice here, so those who are senior devotees, Maharaj, sannyasis and all, they try to bring other newcomers and other devotees to come up, sing, and all. Rasraj Prabhu was giving you a chance, to sing. So in this way, like this is the way, there is no special way, something we can make, fabricate and all. This way to progress ourselves. We have to give chance to the devotees. By that way, one can progress. In that way, we really progress in the devotional service. We have to keep follow whatever the basic principle we have, like we mentioned, Adau Sraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha Yatha Bhajan Kriya Tatha Nartra Virsa Tatha Nishta Tatha Ruchi Tatha Asakti Tatha Prema Bhava Tatha Prema Vedanya. To reach to the Bhava level, as you mentioned, Anartha we have. As I give the analogy, Prabhupada was mentioned, when we go to the doctor give the prescription. So we have to work on the don'ts. We have to work our don'ts. How less offenses we can do. That's what daily we have that 10 offenses, we read that. Right? So we have to, while reading, we have to implement ourselves. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says further, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have written so many books, so many granthas, so many Vedas, so many things, right? He is Krishna himself. Mataha smriti jnanam apahanam cha. Vedascha sarvairahma veva vedya Vedanta krita veda videv. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given all the Vedas, right? But what he has given in Kali Yuga? Only 8 shloka. Cheto darapana marjanam bhava mahadvagani nirvapanam Sriya kairo chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam Ananda dambudhi vardhanam pratipadam purna mirta swadanam sarvatm sanapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna sankirtanam Name name kari bahudhani cha sarva sakti tatra arpita niyamata smarnena kalaha etadasi to kripa bhagavan mamapi dudharma midarsam yajani anuraga trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahinsuna amani namanadena kirtaniya sada hari न धनम न जनम न सुंदरीम कविता मा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भगवताद भक्ति हेतु की तवई ऐ नंद तनुज किंकरम पतितम मा विषमे भवाम बुधो कृपया तव पाद पंकज स्थित दुलि सदृशं विचिंतया नयनम गलदश्रुधारया बदनम गद गद हृदया गिरा पुलकैरनिचितं वपुकदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमिषेण चक्षुषा प्रविशायितं शून्यायितं जगत् सर्व गोविंदा विरहेण में आशिलस्य वा पादरतां पिनाष्टु माम् आदर्शनान् मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत प्राणनथास्तु संयमना परः Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Asilasya va padratam pinashtamam adarsnan